Hey guys, it's Dorco. I'm with Mabel, as you can see. After a really traumatic week on Monday with Mabel's accident, I wanted to give you guys a video, explaining what happened and how she's doing right now and what happened in the week. But yeah, Mabel is here, guys. She's still really tired. She's still on some painkillers and stuff after the accident. But as you can see, she's looking really well. She's still very tired and very, very sleepy. Because she's been in the vets all week. And, if any of you guys have been at the hospital and stuff, they're always waking you up, which is, of course, important to check if everything's fine. But it basically means you don't get a lot of sleep. So she's still very, very tired from this week, and she's never really been away from me. So yeah, it's been really hard on her, of course. You guys are a part of Mabel's life as much as mine. So I wanted to just do a video talking about what happened and to educate people as well. I'll explain why in a minute. But yeah, you guys are a part of Mabel's life as much as me. Basically on Monday, like every other day, I take Mabel into the garden. She can have a little bit of exploration, have a wee, have a poo, if you've got a dog. Just like every day, every single day, every morning, every night, I take her out. And yeah, she does her business, right? Now, literally in a split second, what happened? I was chilling on the bench with Mabel, and then I got a phone call. My friend called me, and because I'm really awkward and stuff, I get up and walk around when I'm on the phone. I don't know if any of you guys can relate to that, but I always do it for some reason. So I got up and started walking up and down the garden while I was on the phone. Now, Mabel followed me. She jumped off the bench and started to explore and do her own thing. And I feel absolutely comfortable with that. I always have. I've been here for 6 months. So, I trust her, and it's all fenced off as well. So obviously in the back of my head, I thought she was safe, and I didn't think anything was ever going to happen of what happened on Monday. So I was on the phone, and while I was on the phone, I noticed Mabel went into some bushes, and she's been in those bushes before. So I wasn't really worried or anything like that. And then on the phone, I was like, hold on, I need to call Mabel. Mabel, are you here? Mabel? And she wasn't coming back. Now, again, this isn't really out of the ordinary because I know what Mabel's like. She does go in the trees and stuff, and sometimes she just sits there really stubborn, waiting for me to go and find her. Or sometimes she gets stuck in the bushes and I have to pull her out because she doesn't think she can get back out. It's happened many times, so I wasn't stressed or anything, I wasn't worried. I did start to worry when I got her ball. She has a really squeaky ball that she absolutely loves. And if I squeeze that ball, she'll come to me every single time. I was squeezing the ball and she wasn't coming back. So already I was starting to get a little bit more worried. But at the same time, I was still not, because I was like, okay, she's stuck in a bush. I'll go and look where she went. And I'll get her out, it's fine. On the phone, I said, hold on, I've got to go. I've got to find Mabel. Hung up, started squeezing the ball again. She wasn't coming back. This is when I did start to panic. I was going into the bushes, squeezing the ball, calling her. She wasn't coming back. And then I noticed across the fence that, it's horrible. I noticed that cars were slowing down and looking to the right of where the fence is. Now, this is when I was like, oh God, please don't be Mabel. Please don't be Mabel. And as soon as I approached the fence, it was Mabel. Thankfully, the truck driver did stop and move Mabel out of the road. If the truck driver didn't move Mabel, I don't know what would have happened, seriously. She probably would have got hit again or something, because it is a main busy road where cars are going super quick. I ran across and got Mabel, and I was panicking, I was shaking, I was crying my eyes out, and I was begging to the truck driver, please, do you know of vets or anything? I don't know what to do. I don't want to go into too much detail about how Mabel was, but I did think that was it. The way Mabel was, the way Mabel was at that point, I thought that was it. I thought Mabel was gone. And I was begging to the truck driver, please, do you know somewhere I can go, please? Because I didn't know any vets in the area because I just moved here, and I was going on my phone and putting vets, and it was showing me vets in London. So I was proper panicking now because the truck driver didn't know what to do because he's not from here. He couldn't help me. He doesn't know any vets. My other option was my neighbour. My neighbour helps me with so many things when I'm in trouble with stuff. And I rang them. I rang my neighbour and I ran back home with Mabel, and she drove me to the vets. And thank God for her. For knowing where the vets is and stuff. The neighbour took me to the vets, and this was the scary part because on the way there, I honestly thought Mabel was slowly dying. On the way there, I did think Mabel was slowly dying and she wasn't going to make it. And then obviously when I took her to the vets, I was worried, like I was scared that they were going to come back out saying, you know, oh, she needs to be put down, we can't do anything, or she's got multiple broken bones or something, like, you know what I mean? And this is the crazy thing, guys. So obviously it was a long wait and I was overthinking everything, like, oh, why wasn't I watching her when I was on the phone? Why was I not looking for that minute, that split second when she got through the fence? And the thing is, guys, she's never done anything like that. She's never tried to get out of the garden. So we think that she was after a bird or she smelt something, and she literally forced herself out the fence to get onto the road. She's never, ever, ever done anything like that. She hates the roads. So she must have been chasing something. That's my only idea of what happened, because she never does anything like that. But yeah, you do think in the back of your head, like, it's my fault, I should have been watching her. I wish I didn't get a phone call. She came out and I was so scared, but she told me that her blood pressure's fine, her oxygen's fine, no broken bones at all, and that was a huge relief. So what's happened with beautiful Mabel, and I don't know how, although the situation is so horrible, what's happened to her, she is so lucky. She's so lucky, and I'm so grateful. Whatever guardian angel was watching over Mabel at that point. I'll show you here, guys. So, to be fair, guys, she looks so well right now. Like, and I don't want to go into too much detail, but again, she's so lucky. So Mabel is tiny, right? Mabel's such a small little dog. The vehicle clipped her face with the tyre. So she didn't get hit by the actual vehicle, the hard metal. She got hit by the rubber tyre. And although that's still really, really horrible, I think that's what didn't kill her. She got hit by the tyre. We're so lucky, guys, because if she was out of the road a tiny little bit more, she wouldn't be here right now. So I don't, again, it's a miracle what's happened, but the tyre has clipped her face, you know, and that's still really bad because she had a major head trauma. Her nose and eye were really injured and swollen and bleeding. It could have been so much worse. It really could have. And you know, a head trauma is so serious with anybody, any animal, any human, anything. So we were really worried, like, you know, she might have brain damage or something, or she might not make it, because the first 24 hours are the most important part for her to survive or not. So she had to be taken to an actual vet hospital under strict supervision to make sure she's okay and she's doing well. And again, the first 24 hours were horrible. I was dreading a phone call in the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep. I was scared the vets were going to call saying she's struggling. But they didn't. The next morning, she was doing even better. They were worried at first that the injury was going to blind her, or her eye was blind. And she wasn't walking properly, so they thought like she might have some brain damage where her head's tilted and she couldn't balance properly. I'll keep it short. Every day she was getting better. She started to eat more. Her personality was coming back. She had more energy. She had more energy each day. So God bless Mabel, man. I'm just speechless. I'm just speechless about this whole week. Has been something else. And what I wanted to say is like educational. Is I wanted to do this video to update you guys on how Mabel is, and She's doing better. She's still really tired and groggy. Like I said at the start, you know, she's still a little bit like, what happened? It hasn't even been a week yet, you know, and she's been hit by a vehicle. So, you know, she's not going to be 100%, you know, happy at the moment, is she, after what's happened? The other reason why I wanted to do this video is just to, you know, just to let you guys know, like, this can happen to anybody. Like, I never thought that Mabel was going to get run over. I thought that my fencing in the garden was perfect and I trusted her, and there's no way she's ever going to try and escape and run into the main road. Like, that was never in my head any time. And then I was on the phone distracted for literally a few minutes, and then this happened. So it can happen to anybody, guys. And I just wanted to let you guys know, like, just make sure that your fencing, you know, around your homes are all up to scratch. You know, there's no damage or there's no little holes that your dog can get through or jump over. And just make sure that you keep an eye on them, and, you know, keep yourself aware. That's basically it. Like I said, I was distracted for literally a couple of minutes, and, you know, that happened. That's all it takes. And, you know, your life can turn upside down just like that. I was having a phone call, and a few minutes later, I'm rushing Mabel to the vets thinking that she's died, you know? So just make sure everything's secure, and, you know, and just don't slack on keeping them safe. Thank God Mabel's okay. But if something did happen where she did pass away, hello, I couldn't live with myself. I really couldn't. I really wouldn't be able to. And me and Mabel are so attached. She's literally attached to my hip, guys. Since, what, 3.5 years? I've never had a day without her unless I go away to America. And that's always horrible. I hate leaving Mabel. And we're so attached. And, you know, if Mabel wasn't here right now, I really don't know what I would have done. Seriously, I don't know. I can't even think about it. I don't know what I would have done. I really don't. I would have been. She's doing so good. She's so strong. And like I said, it doesn't really look like anything's happened. She's healed up so much. Her eye and her nose have swelled down immensely. It's crazy. She is such a fighter. She's such a trooper, guys. It's honestly blew my mind how quick she's recovered after what I saw on Monday. Like, dogs, animals are so strong. And I'm so grateful for the vets for looking after her. I'm so grateful for my neighbour. And I'm so grateful for you guys. We don't really know the full story, and we probably never will. Why Mabel ran out on the road, what she was after. At the end of the day, there's no point thinking about that at this point, because she's still here. She's doing really well. She's nice and happy, and that's it. And I just want to say a massive thank you for you guys for the support. I wish Mabel knew how much she's loved by everybody. I got so many messages from people, family, friends, and you guys. I wish Mabel knew how many people love her and how many people wanted updates about her. You know, I wish she knew that. And maybe she does. But yeah, Mabel is so doing really, really well. Like I said, she's still groggy. As you can see, she's yawning. But yeah, she's very, very happy right now. She's happy to be home. The vets were saying she wasn't eating as much over time because she was getting a bit stressed out, probably missing her environment and stuff. As soon as she got back home, she was wagging her tail, she's eating, she's walking around. So yeah, I couldn't ask for anything better, little angel. And I'm so grateful. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, it's just more of an educational video just to make sure your dogs are all secure, and just keep an eye on them and give them a massive hug from me and Mabel, please. Mabel's on the road to recovery, and I do think, like, in a week's time, she's going to literally be back to normal, hopefully. Right now, I'd say she's about 80% better, which is crazy. We're so lucky, so lucky, because it could have been a lot worse. So, yeah, I'm very, very grateful. So thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And I'll see you Next time. Yeah, next time. You want to say thank you, Mabel? Thank everybody for the support and love. Now you just want to go to sleep and get spoilt with lots of treats while you're recovering. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.